What's up, you guys? Welcome to the stream. Hello, 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 hello. For those of you guys that don't know, my name is Alina Smith. I'm here my second time now. I did last week subbing for Taetro. I'm doing it again this week. Super stoked to be back. It's great to be here with you guys. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, and I'm not sure how some of you guys would know because you are on ADSR's channel, but if you don't know, ADSR is this really fantastic resource for producers and musicians. They sell loops, samples, synth presets. They have wonderful tutorials. They sell, let me look at my script here. This is only my second time. Yeah, software courses, just about everything music producers and songwriters can use to become much better at their craft. So I'm glad you guys are here with me. Now, last week we did this really fun challenge where we had to make a track that's danceable without drums. And I think I totally kind of cheated without really realizing because I used an 808 and I don't think I was supposed to use an 808. Ida from ADSR told me that. So I am sorry. I think this week's challenge is a little bit more up to interpretation because there's no limitations to it. It's basically just color orange, anything that the color orange sparks in your mind, any kind of musical references, I think is good to go. So I'm really excited to try this challenge actually. And yeah, hang out with you guys. And how are you guys? Tell me where you guys are watching from, how you guys' days have been. Now, also, quick reminder, again, I might as well just hold my iPad because I am new to streaming and I can't remember all of the things I'm supposed to say. Just a quick reminder, if you guys want to submit your tracks and get some free stuff, some prizes for doing these challenges, you can join Discord and there's a link in the description and in the chat, and you can do all of that and you can win some really, really awesome prizes. And where did I write them down again? Like an ADSR t-shirt that's limited edition, like a $100 ADSR store voucher to use on sounds and samples, which is really amazing, you guys, because ADSR has a lot of samples. A lot of them are really affordable and inexpensive, and $100 is going to take you a long way. So definitely submit your tracks to this. You can get a lot of really dope freebies. And then of course you get, the title of production challenge winner. You can kind of have bragging rights for that. So the number one winner there's going to be 3. And the number one spot from today's challenge is going to win Shaper Box from Cable Guys, which is a really great plugin for effects, time shifting, shaping, things like that. I use it all the time and highly recommend. So yeah, I feel like I've said my spiel. I forgot to mention a little bit more about myself. So I'll go ahead and say that. So I'm a pop producer and songwriter. I work primarily with just different genres of pop. I love K-pop. I just had a single come out with the band ITZY. If you guys don't know them, you should definitely check them out. They're super, super fun and extremely talented. I've worked a lot more in K-pop with bands like Reigns or Red Velvet. Also worked in the US with bands like Fall Out Boy, worked with Betty Who, just a lot of really talented, awesome artists. So, and I'm really excited to be doing this. I really haven't streamed before last week, so this is totally new to me. I'm really stoked to be here, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get into this challenge. But before I do, I wanted to show you guys something. This is not in my script, but I was really excited to show you guys this because the beat that I made last week, I actually turned it into a full track. It's actually full song. It has a full top line. For those that don't know, songs kind of in pop break down into top line and track. So the top line is like the songwriting, the melody, and the lyrics. So I wrote this with my partner Ellie Moore and with our awesome, super talented friend Jordan Kane. I wanted to show this to you guys. I'm not going to play you the version with the top line because I didn't get permission from my co-writers and it wouldn't be cool. But I will play you the track that I made. So I'll play you the little beat that I made last week, and you can hear kind of how crappy it is for real. And then you'll hear kind of like what I turned it into. I'm just looking at you guys' comment. Ed Oyama said he's from LA as well. Yay! Oh, you're from South Korea. I'm tranquil. I probably am butchering that. I'm so sorry, but I really can't wait to go to South Korea when, traveling opens up a little bit more. I would really, really love to go there for writing camp. So awesome for you that you live there. But anyway, so I'm going to play this little beat that I made last week. And remember, the challenge was dancey beat, no drums, right? So this is what I made. Oh, my output is not right. I've just switched it. Let me make sure everything is where it needs to be. Okay. And you guys tell me if you can hear this. Yeah, I mean, listening to it back, I'm like, I know I made this in like 20 minutes, but it's rough. So, but you know what? The cool thing is a lot of the times, if just one part of the track is inspiring, you can take that and run with that. So I actually love those chords that I came up with. I thought those were really great. And this is maybe a little bit different for me because I'm a songwriter too. So when I write and produce, I always have to think about the song. Like, what is the song going to be like sonically? And if I can't hear melodies on a track, it's really hard for me to keep wanting to produce it. I'm very like, what is this gonna be? I know a lot of you guys are probably instrumentalists, so you don't work that way, but for me, that's like a very imperative thing, is to hear melody. So I really like those chords and basically turned them into this track. I'll play you a little bit of the chorus. I did shift the key, but you can kind of hear the origin, being here. So you can see there's drums added. There's so much more movement and everything. And there's a lot of different sections. So that's like the chorus section. And then there's a post with this really crazy saxophone. It's almost like elevator music from the 90s, but I love it. I'll play it for you guys. And then where you can really hear these, that pattern of da-da, da-da, it really comes in right here in the pre-chorus, which is actually like crazy because it has like jazz elements. Like with a walking double bass. Da-da. Anyway, I wanted to show this to you guys because I want to encourage you guys to repurpose the tracks that you make for these challenges. Because I feel like if you love something, like, don't just leave it there, develop it, make it for something, whether it's for yourself as an artist or to use with another artist, to pitch for television and film, commercials. There's, or to release, like, what, as a DJ, like, there's so many uses for music. Like, don't just like let good tracks sit and do nothing. So that's my little spiel. I'm going to get into producing this track with the theme Orange now. The first thing that comes to mind for me for Orange is definitely vibrancy. Duh. Just something really vibrant, really like something that evokes the feeling of strength, of power. I also am very spiritual, so I think about the sacral chakra, which is also the color orange, which responds to creativity, sensuality, like all those wonderful things. So I think this is just kind of the general feeling I'm going to go for. I'm thinking something along more like dance, like new disco kind of vibe. Still poppy, because that's what I do. Joshua, thank you so much for saying what I played was nice. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I'm thinking I'm going to start with the piano, just like I did last week. A lot of the times this is what I do because I am a piano player, and I mean, another great way, like, to get started if you don't play an instrument, of course, is to pull in a sample. I will say, though, I really try not to pull in song starters myself. I used to start song starters all the time, but I don't now because I want my songs to sound different when they're pitched to record labels. And I don't want it to be like, oh, also this dude used it and this girl used it. Like, so I try to come up with my own stuff, but like, obviously no rules, like, you do you, boo. I'm thinking I create a lot of my own instruments, so maybe like this instrument right here. It's like an addictive keys kind of vibe, with some bottom end rolled off, so we can just kind of have that brightness and that attack. But what am I thinking? What are we gonna do? So you guys see, I like a lot of kind of not suspended chords, like 7s, 9s, 11s, just like additional notes, because I just don't like your normal like kind of basic chords. James said that sax is fire, genre hopping. Yeah, you know, for K-pop, because that's what that song is for, that's what it's being pitched for. That's kind of what you want to do. You want to mix things together. So, but okay, back to this. That's what I'm kind of thinking. If we're going like new disco, maybe something like that, like da 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 da. Okay, I kind of like that. That could be like our main loop. Yeah. Hey, you know, and then maybe we can do that a few times and then do some kind of walk up, like. Dare I? I dare, for sure. I like interesting chords, and going there for a second, that makes me excited. So, okay, let me kind of play this and see what I can come up with. This seems about the right tempo. That was terrible. I can't get there. Come on. It's correctable. It's correctable. We can do it. Not the cleanest players, you could tell. I used to be really good at piano when I went to school, but if you don't practice it, like my dexterity has gone away, you know? It's sad. It isn't like riding a bike. It really isn't. Let's see. I can see some little additional notes that don't need to be here up in this situation. And let's see, like, if it quantizes all right. Oh, that's cool. You can actually reverse one of these hits. That might be fun. That's fun. I kind of like the one with the notes missing right there. I know that's kind of weird, but I think I'm just gonna fly you right here. Here you go. And I just gotta lengthen these. I feel like this is like the most boring part to watch on YouTube, is somebody like editing an instrument. So I will try to do this fast. Because usually when I do my own YouTube videos, tutorials, I have an editor cut all this out. But, oh, you know what I'm going to do? Just for like fun, I'm going to make everything orange. Because that is the challenge. Okay. I usually have like my specific color coding that is going to make it hard for me. Because my drums are always blue, my bass is always red. Like I have like a thing. So this is going to be interesting. But okay, so I'm thinking I need like a poo-ta, poo-poo-ta, like a normal kind of 4 on the floor kick and a snare perhaps. So I want to look in this kit from ADSR that I just downloaded that I think would be really fantastic for this. Let me look. I like the snare. It's got like a little flam on it. I think it would be really fun. This orange is gonna already drive me crazy. I'm already like, wait, what is what? Pop it into sampler. And I'm gonna pop it into here. And oh no, I wasn't supposed to use sampler. I was totally supposed to use drum rack. My bad. Let's see. Drum rack. Let's see. Come on. I should have used my preset. I usually have all this like set up. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know. Not on top form today, but that's okay. We're human. We're not always on top form. Let's see. Okay, sick. So I actually, now that I hear the flame, I'm like, oh, it just makes it sound late. I don't like it. So I'm going to cut that out and just start the sample like right at the top of that, like main part of that snare. Okay, that's not bad. I am gonna get myself a kick now. I'll just start with like a normal 4 and a 4, but you know what I'm hearing? Maybe like in this part, it could be like do, 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 kind of do that kind of pattern. Let me get an actual sample first. Getting ahead of myself a little bit here. I'm gonna be good. Let's see. The piano is really harsh. I'm just turned down. Oh, you know what I want to do? I'm hopping around a lot, but I want to phase it a little bit. I want it to sound like a little bit like interesting. That's better. It's not as sharp, like attacky. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear like a little bit like versey kind of melodies. We'll see if this is a chorus or a verse. I don't know yet. I can't tell. So, but let me just label these because everything being orange, I kind of have to. All right, so let's. Oh yeah, I want to do like an interesting kind of kind of kick pattern here. I might be too fast for this. I'm gonna try it, but already hearing it, I'm like, don't know. Yeah, that sucks. That's not a good idea. All right, let me play some bass. Like a Trillion vibe, I think, perhaps. If you guys don't use this plugin, highly recommended. Love it very much. Oh, I don't even have to play it. I feel like I can just follow kind of the bass notes of the piano here. I do need to take off all of those top notes though. So let me do that. Oh, you guys can't see the DAW? Oh, that is my bad. I was supposed to switch it to the DAW and I didn't. And I am very sorry. I wish you guys would have told me sooner. Thank you so much for telling me now. I thought you guys were like watching me do this whole time. I'm so embarrassed. Wow. Okay. You know, these things happen, but here we are. We are enabled. I love how I was talking about how like, yeah, everything is orange, and you guys were like, we can't see anything. Okay. Well, please let me know if you can see this, because yeah, I was intending for you guys to see it the whole time. So, but anyway, back to this track. So we've got this bass part that I am creating. Currently, I haven't picked a sample for it yet, so let's do that. That's the one. Oops. Let's see. I have them kind of starred. This is gonna take me a long time to find the right one. You know what? Let's abandon that idea and let's actually just find a sound that we like and just use sampler. I'm going to look in here again. Let me see. Instrument one shots. That's kind of cool. Not what I'm looking for. I like that too. It's kind of cool. I like that. Is this A sharp? I kind of need it to be in C. So one, 2, just 2 semitones up. Yeah. Maybe give that a whirl. Seems a little soft. I don't necessarily love that. So let's load it in and see what happens. It's probably gonna be too low. Nah. There you go. I do not like that. That sounds so dinky, like dink, dink, dink. The share screen is up. Trillion is the jam. I know, it is really, really, really good. Thank you guys for telling me that this was. I'm still a little bit like, oh my god, I cannot believe I forgot to switch it off. Eee! Now I have to make up for that by like making this track really, really good. That seems more like dark. Come on. We can find a good bass. Don't love that necessarily. I feel like it won't translate in sampler. I can just kind of have a sense of like what's going to and what's not. That one didn't seem like it would. I like that actually a lot. You know what? Maybe you can use the long one for these sustain notes and use a short one for these little baby percussive notes. Boop. Let me use my tuning up. That's a G. Is there something closer to a C? It's probably C. Actually, no, it's a B. So I can probably grab one of these. Yeah, this one. We can grab this and make that into our sample. Do B. And we're gonna go one up, and go in here. Let's see, I'm really hoping this works. Sometimes finding the right sample is so tough, you guys. Let me know if you ever feel the same way, where you just start looking and trying and making things and it's just not the right vibe. I feel it's not the, wait. It's not right, is it? Or was it on B? There you go. I actually weirdly like that. I did not plan for that to be there. That was a mistake. What if we like reverse that? Would that be cool? Ooh, okay. I love happy mistakes like that. I feel like that's so much fun. Yeah, and I kind of want to repeat this. Big fan. And then, yeah, because we used, you know, a one shot, basically we have to use something else for here. What note is that? I need a C, so it's an A. So 1, 2, 3, up. Here we go. And this should work very well. Yeah, you know, it's definitely still a little dinky for me to fix, I'll be honest with you guys. I would probably spend a lot more time on it, but I do want to move on and like do other things, so it's not just like bass and snare and kick and like boring for you guys. So let's put just a little bit of sidechain on it. And I want to put some Voice of God on it. Just a really good bass enhancing plugin. Because that bass could use it. Might as well put this in here to the bass. Okay, I'm fairly happy with it. Like, not like jumping for joy, but I think it's pretty decent. Let's look for like enhancers for it. Maybe some guitar, maybe some synths, just like some fun stuff that we can do. Like, I want to maybe cut up like a like a little bit of a funk guitar to go into this, because it feels very like necessary for that. Or you know what? We could also definitely have some percussion in this, because I feel like this is not, you know, this doesn't have anything in it yet. So let's maybe look, because what are we, 115? A lot of the times with percussions, when it's a demo, which I'm going to categorize this as a demo, it's basically like I just like to use a lot of loops and spend my time, like for percussion, and spend my time on more like signature instruments and vocals, of course. So what do we have? I mean, this is a great crash. I'm just going to pop that in. That's kind of cool. I wonder like how this would go in here. da da. Maybe that this could kind of go in. I know it's not the same key. I don't think. Na, 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 na. I would have to melodyne it probably to like really match the tonality, wouldn't I? Maybe I literally match it like. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Maybe I kind of do one of these situations straight up. Da-da-da-da-da. Right? It definitely sounds pretty like inserted for my taste. I'm going to scrap that idea. Yeah, I would need a lot more time to make this work. Let's see what I can just like put in to fill this in though. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool little tom fill. Da 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 da. Bomb boom bomb. You know, something like that. Oh, that goes really well with that reverse thing. And maybe we can pan it like left, right. Not like hard left, right, but a little bit harder so it's a little more like fun. Has some movement to it. You guys are excited for an 808? Oh, Drunk Bishop, you like that guitar? I feel like, I mean, the sound is good. Like, the tonality just doesn't really match in my head. I feel like I would need to, like, go into Melodyne and, like, melodyne the chord of it, which I don't think straight up have time to do right now. With the limited time, I feel like I have, like, 5 minutes to finish the track, so I'm trying to do, like, what I can with my, like, loops. This is a cute little shaker. Definitely needs more top end, though. That random bell, did you guys hear that? It doesn't match. It doesn't match, and I don't like that. I hate it. Okay, but I did take out the part that had it, which is kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe we can reverse that. It's very, very soft, but we can fix that. Let's see. Let's go over here. Oh, that's really loud. Let's see. Actually, maybe right here, because there's like some stuff going on right here already. Yeah, and maybe pan it like pretty hard. It's gonna drive me crazy. This shaker, it just has so little, like it has a lot of mud. Like I don't want any of this. I also want it to be a bit wider. You know, something like. That little bell is gonna drive me crazy, but okay, I'm not gonna be a perfectionist. I'm gonna move on to other things. Let's see it. I feel like there's gotta be some like fun things that I've used that in a track. Let's see, like just some fun like little candy stuff. Oh, that's cool. Wait, like little wobble synth. But yeah, it matches whatever chords it's doing, so. I think that's fun. It's just like a Vox box or what this is. And we gotta go down. House up. Wait. Maybe that's like the melody I want to do. Da da da. So, I don't know. It's not sitting for me. I feel I heard it and thought it would be cool, but now no. Yeah. Interesting. Being very focused, you guys. Oh, this is cool. This is like a more almost like a go-go bell. I kind of don't think it is. I think it's maybe like a some kind of tambourine. It's okay, you know. Yeah, I'm still looking for something else. You know what? Let me just play something. Because sometimes looking for samples is just so much harder than trying to find stuff. You guys probably saw me use this plugin before, but I love this plugin, Diva. Let me just find like some kind of brass or something. Like here, however, I've already searched for brass. What am I in? C or? Maybe. Oh yeah, something like that's kind of cute. And put like a bit of a wobble to the brain, you know. Yeah, and see, you guys could probably tell I pick simpler parts because I always envision vocals and everything, so I don't want it to be like parts, because like that's gonna be singing here. But I kind of like that. I'm gonna give that a whirl. Let me try to get in here really fast. Yeah, it was a little all over the place, but it should be cool. That one was a little bit like. There we go. Hey! Maybe I'll put a little bit of. This is a cool plugin that I like. It just adds a lot of aging. And I always use these tape resets, like Flutter cassette. It's kind of cool. I almost want to like add tremolo, to be honest. Like I want more fluttering around. Tremolator? How about that? Like kind of like even more. Yeah. It's kind of fun. Ed Aoyama said, "Oh my God, so orange." Yeah, it is quite orange. Let's see. ADSR says, "Can I just say orange turned out not to be an easy color? Steve chose it. I voted for magenta." I would vote for magenta too. Fuchsia, hot pink. Give it to me. I want it. Hey. You know, I feel like I have to stop here because I'm kind of running out of time a little bit here. I'm just gonna throw in like some haze. I've made some that like are my favorites. It's just like me and my friends yelling. So I'm just gonna throw one of these in here. Da da da. Hey. Oh, you know what? I need an 808. I lied. I was just like doing all this candy stuff, and then I was like, wait, why does this still sound so like bat on the bottom? It's because there's like no bottom end, and it just sounds like rinky dinky. So I'm going to adapt this for a nice 808. Honestly, you're just gonna laugh at yourself at this point. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like I want just more whole notes kind of pulsing under it, maybe. Let's see, let me just put one in and just see what is up with this. 808, 808. But much slower, please. Oh, I'm so sorry, I just blew your guys' ears out. Oh, cool. Okay, I have a long decay. Got it. I didn't even have to do any of this. All right. I feel like that's cool. I just need to sidechain it so it's not like crunchy crunch. JML 808s. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I've produced a song without an 808 like in like 5 years. Even in country, when I was in Nashville, I was always like 808, 808, 808. I'm gonna put like just the, oh God, this sounds so dinky to me just because like a half hour is not enough time, at least for me. I'm like a little exciter on this bottom end just because, let's see. And I feel like it needs like a little pad too. Yeah, just a little, you know. But a little less now. I want like a little. I'm sorry. Wait, why are you not playing? Okay, it's one of those days where just like it disappeared and now. Okay, great. That's wonderful. Okay. I do not know how I did that. That's so funny. Okay, there we go. And then I just want to have... Where did I put that? Guys, it's like Twilight Zone in here. Things are disappearing. It's fine. Everything is fine. I'm just gonna put this little bit of sidechaining here, and I think we're gonna have to call it a day because I'm gonna run out of time, and we don't want to do that. I want to listen to you guys' submissions. Okay, I have to take it out of here because that's terrible. But yeah, that's basically kind of my little beat beginning. Honestly, I think it doesn't sound like good. You know, it doesn't sound like a real track, but it sounds good enough to bring into a session. And I do this a lot as like a pop producer. I will bring it in, we write to it. You know, the girls that I work with, like we all write, but they're like working out a lyric while I work on a lot of the track. And usually our sessions are like 5 to 7 hours. And by the end of that, it's like pretty much ready to pitch. So, you know, half hour, 7 hours, big difference. But it is fun. Like I try to do this a lot actually. Just like sit down when I have time, like make a little idea. You know, it never sounds like done. But I really like these chords. So I wouldn't be surprised if I actually like wrote a song with this. So anyway, so this is enough about me taking on this orange challenge. Omar, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So now we're going to listen to your guys' tracks, which are much more done, produced, finished than this was. And yeah, I'm really excited to dive into them. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. As you guys can see, I have my query letter opened here. I just finished writing a book and I need to pitch it to agents, and wish me luck with that. But first track that we have is Don Omar. It's called Orange Cumbia, and this is a really dope Latin inspired track. I did listen to a little bit of it and just fell in love with it immediately, and that's why I wanted to include it in the top 3. So yeah, let's give it a listen. That's fun. sick. That was so sick. You guys are loving this too. Like I can see Joshua says good stuff. James Murley says the Dawn always goes hard. He does. Jim Shannon says nice. J-Mel says yep, very orange vibes. They really are. Yeah, it's super good, you guys. I feel like okay, let's look at the lead line. That's an accordion, right? This been it's really catchy, and there's so many beautiful musical moments. I'd have to go through it like for a while to even find it, but even like the ending, this ending is so good. I love those swooping horns, and then he has even like this hanging over note, which I think is really dope. Kind of lets you kind of settle down. Oh, and then the little like electronic piano. I think that's so cool. This track is amazing. Like, Dawn, do you play these instruments, or is this all sample based? Because if it's all sample based, that's incredible. It just takes so much creativity to make everything work, and I can only imagine the amount of time this would take. And also, just it's amazing that if this is sample based, that you can do this now. Because I remember back in like 2006 or whenever I started producing, had to go in studios with bands, and it was awesome, but also really expensive. And if you don't get the parts you need, like you're stuck with what you have. So this is sick. Okay, so next we have Orange is the New Back. I almost said it wrong. Orange is the New Back from Hydra Tech. This track is, as you can see, synthwave, and by the artwork, very synthwavy. And I really, really enjoyed the feeling of this, the kind of emotions it brought up for me. So yeah, let's listen. Oh, it's from the game. There. I think this is sick, you guys. I think it's dope, and you guys are loving it too. I see Michael G being like, ooh. Drunk Vicious says, nice harp. Yeah, this bit, oh, it was so nice. I want to hear it again. Yeah, this is really, really cool. Ed Oyama said it's so nice. I agree. I kind of went into the zone I was just kind of floating. I really like tracks that make me feel things, just like any sort of way, like put you in a state, because I think that's what music is supposed to do, especially for instrumental music, which I'm so impressed with you guys that you can accomplish so much with just an instrumental. I really liked a few moments. Obviously, this ARP that I just replayed, I really like the ending. I like these chopped up vocals. That thing. This very, very atmospheric, very beautiful. I love it. Yeah, and I just thought also a lot of just the samples, everything kind of went really well together in this. I thought the bass went really well together with the kick, with the snare. Just the snare choice was great for this 80s vibe. I mean, this is a great track too. Like, it reminds me of kind of like The Weeknd, obviously, because he did a whole synthwave album. But also it just kind of makes me think of TV film. I know there's always libraries that want music like that. So if you are looking to do stuff like that, Hydratech, I would strongly recommend, you know, if you have like don't just send one track, but if you have like a library of moody tracks like this, when I mean moody, I don't actually mean moody, I mean like ones that set a mood, you definitely should send them to a library because it's good. Okay, and finally we have Typhoon by Microlag. This track is very, very interesting, totally different direction than the other two. I love, honestly, how you guys did this week. I felt like everybody presented, even the tracks I didn't choose for the top three were awesome. Everybody had such a good vibe, such a good feeling that they brought in, and everybody interpreted Orange differently, which I think is kind of fun. So this one, I talked to Ida from ADSR about it. She's like, yeah, this makes me feel like, you know, orange, like danger sign, like caution, beware. I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that meaning of orange. Whenever I think of beware, I think more like red, but that's more stop, I guess. It's very interesting, just people's creative interpretation. So let's listen to Typhoon.
Typhoon.
That is really fun. That is really fun, and there's so many cool parts in there. Yeah, I see Omar Savinos has another great track. Yeah, that one is That one was fun. I think there's so many great parts, and I feel like that wah 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 wah. It's so catchy. You just want to kind of groove along to it. But I really do love a lot of just kind of the. There's one moment, I think it was about 40 something seconds. I want to go back to it real quick. Wow, I think it's so fun. It's just such a like aggressive interpretation of Orange. I really think it is a lot of fun. So I think just because it is so different, I'm going to give the number one spot to Micro Lag with Typhoon. Congratulations. I think you guys all did so well though, and you guys are all rock stars and have your own unique styles, and I'm so excited for you guys and all the dope prizes you're gonna win. So I'm gonna talk about the next week's challenge now. So this next week's challenge is to make a track with a key change. I think it's a hard challenge, to be honest. Because it requires like knowledge of solfeggio, really. I mean, you can just do bam 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 modulation, right? But if you want to like work key changes into a song, I think you need to kind of know how to transition between keys, and which chords will take you where, which I think is pretty challenging. I honestly like I said, I'm like a pretty good instrumentalist. I don't personally, I'm glad I'm not going to be here next week because I don't want to do this challenge. I think it's really hard. My approach probably would be modulation. And I would probably honestly go in the direction of my favorite track of all time, the modulates, which is Love on Top by Beyonce. I won't play it here and then get ADSR demonetized, but you guys, I'm sure, know the song. I literally think Love on Top is like one of the best songs in the world that there is. And I don't know if you guys know the end of that song, but it has this like crazy series of modulations. Put my love on top, baby. You're the one that I love. And then she goes, not that, baby. But it's like much higher than I just sang it. And she keeps going higher and higher and higher. I mean, every time I hear it, I just like want to cry because it's just that good. Okay, Jim Shannon on Sounds asks, how does one enter the challenge? I think, because again, I'm new, I think it is through Discord, right? ADSR, will you guys confirm? It is, I'm pretty sure it is, yeah, it is through Discord that you do that. And I will confess to you guys, I've never used Discord. I don't know how to use it. So if you don't either, I'm sure you can look it up. And I'm sure it will be totally self-explanatory and you can freaking kill it at that. But yeah, so next week you guys are going to be back with Taetro. I'm sure you guys are excited to have him back. It's been super exciting for me to be back here. If you guys would want me to come back and do this more or have any other kind of stream, please let me know. Let ADSR know what you guys want to kind of see. Obviously, as you guys can probably tell, I'm not really an instrumental producer. I am a pop producer. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about that, I can probably go in detail with you on that type of production, because everything revolves around the vocal and pop production. So, you can't be, I love hearing these tracks because they're so just like textured, much more so than what I would go for normally. So, but there are definitely specificities involved that I would be so happy to discuss. Yeah, and then of course I always love to like talk to you guys about, people, the community on my channel and my Instagram and stuff as well, about how to make money in the music industry. Different ways you can do that. Everybody's got their own skills, and honestly, like, I think there's so many ways to go about that these days, and you can definitely make a good living focusing on certain things. So yeah, just let me or ADSR know what you guys are wanting to see more of, and not just from me too, but from other producers as well on the channel. So if you guys like to follow me, it is, I literally don't know my own YouTube handle. So it's youtube.com/Lyre Music Official. That is the YouTube. I do a lot of tutorials and things like that on there. So you can follow me there. Ed Oyama says, come back on, Alina. It was so good. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with you guys. I think this is so fun. Jim Shannon says, I enjoyed the stream. Thank you, Jim. So yeah, and then on Instagram and other things, it's just Lyre Official. And yeah, I really love being here, you guys. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.